All right, family. Today, I'm going to attempt to do a full step-by-step tutorial on how to get started with GetFit Mining, also or soon to be known as MoveQuest. Now, guys, I'm super excited about this project. I have caught the vision. I see what it can be, and I believe that this is going to be something absolutely amazing for all of us. So I want you guys to be able to get started with it. Yes, it takes a few steps, but it's definitely worth it to go ahead and get going with this project. Now, a couple things I want to let you guys know up front that I am not an expert with MetaMask. I'm not an expert, but I'm going to take the limited knowledge that I have and try to help you get set up and get going with this project. All right, so I'm not going to talk too much. I want to go ahead and jump into it. But right before I do that, I do want you to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I drop a new crypto investing review or tutorial. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's jump right into it. Now, you see what I have on my screen right now is the MetaMask app that's on the iPhone. Now, if you're using an Android, it should be very similar. I just don't have an Android to actually do the tutorial for you. But I'm going to show you on iPhone, and then later I'll do another tutorial to show you how you do it from the Google Chrome extension. So you'll do that. So let's go ahead, let's get started. If you do not have the MetaMask app right now, then you want to go ahead and go to the Google Play Store if you're on Android, or you want to go to the Apple App Store if you're on Apple, and you want to go ahead and download the MetaMask app. Okay, so go ahead and get the MetaMask app downloaded. Now, while you're setting up the MetaMask app, I do want you to know that it is going to take you through the process of going ahead and getting your account set up, which is going to give you your 12-word seed phrase. You want to go ahead and write that seed phrase down in order as the words are written there for you. And you do not want to share that with anybody. You want to put that away in a safe, somewhere very, very private for you, for your eyes only. If you're going to put it on a phone or a device, make sure it's not hackable, make sure it's password protected, all of that type of stuff. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know, but you definitely want to keep up with it, because if anything happens to your phone, the way you recover your account is with that seed phrase. Okay, now also, if you want to add it to other devices, the way you add it to another device and do that is with your seed phrase. So it's a very, very important phrase. Now that we got that out of the way with security and safety, let's go ahead and let's jump into it. Now, if you set up your MetaMask wallet, then what's going to happen is that you're going to probably come in on the Ethereum blockchain, because it's the primary blockchain that's on the MetaMask wallet. So as you see here on my screen right now, you see, and it's going to unlock it. On my screen, you see the Ethereum main network. Now, I did a secondary account just to set this up. You can have multiple accounts in your MetaMask wallet, so just be aware of that. So this is on account 2, as you see, and I am on the Ethereum main network. I came in on this network so you guys can see what it's probably going to look like when you set up. You see there's 0 ETH in here and everything, right? So what we're going to do now is, because the MoveQuest token and everything that we need to do with MoveQuest and GetFit Mining needs to be on the Avalanche blockchain right now. They're going to add other blockchains later, but our focus right now is the Avalanche blockchain. So what you're going to want to do, because the Avalanche blockchain is not going to be on your MetaMask wallet at the very beginning, you're going to have to add it as a network. So you're going to go to this top icon right here where it says Ethereum main network, and then you're going to want to add a network. As you see, I have a couple other networks that are on mine already, including the Avalanche mainnet, but I want to show you how you actually go in and add that. So what you would do is go into add network. Once you go to add network, under the popular networks, you should see the Avalanche blockchain, right? And so if you see the Avalanche blockchain right there, just like you see Polygon and all these others, if you see Avalanche blockchain, all you're going to have to do is go ahead and click add. Once you click add, then you're going to be able to add it to the network. Okay, you're going to add that network and it'll show on your MetaMask. Now, let's just say if you do not see the Avalanche blockchain under your popular networks for some reason, then you're going to have to go over to custom network, and then you're going to have to enter that information right there on the custom network. So once you see this section right here, you're going to enter all the information that is requested. Now, you're probably wondering, where am I going to get that information from? Well, all you have to do is go in and Google add Avalanche to MetaMask wallet, and it's going to bring up a MetaMask website. It's going to be this one right here. So let me go back one step so you can see. You see MetaMask network profile Avalanche AVAX. So you want to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to give you all the information that you need to add. All of this information that you can add. And when you do that, it's going to go ahead and add it into your wallet. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the wallet back up here. Now, once you have it added, it's going to look like this. I'm going to switch over to the Avalanche blockchain, and it's going to look like this. So you're going to have the account, and then you're going to have AVAX, which is the native token that is on the Avalanche blockchain. Now, you're going to need some AVAX or AVOX, some people call it. You're going to need that in order for you to transact on this blockchain, because it is the native token. That's how you're going to pay your fees and things. Okay. Now, in order to get AVAX, because most likely you don't already have any, you're going to need to either buy some, or you're going to need to swap some of your other crypto for some. So if you wanted to buy some, it's going to conveniently have a section here that said add crypto to get started. It's going to say buy AVAX. Now, when you click on buy AVAX, it's going to take you to a screen just like this. It may take you through a couple other prompts if it's your first time actually doing it, and actually it's going to ask you how you want to pay for it. In my case, I chose to pay with Apple Pay. There's other payment methods that you can actually choose. You have Apple Pay, debit or credit, PayPal, instant ACH bank transfer, or wire transfer. Now, all of them have different parameters, right? So let's say if you do Apple Pay, that's going to be instant, but it has one of the lowest buy limits. Now, if you're expecting to buy thousands upon thousands of dollars, Apple Pay may not be the option for you. Debit card is the same thing, has one of the lowest bias limits, and it takes 5 to 10 minutes. Now, the good thing about Apple Pay is it's instant, okay? PayPal, it takes less than 15 minutes, and it's a highest buy limit. And then instant ACH bank transfer, this is instant, and it has one of the highest buy limits as well. And then you have wire transfer, which is 1 to 3 business days, but it has a high buy limit as well. Now, if you're just buying a regular average amount of crypto, or AVAX in this case, then you won't need to use one of the higher methods. You can actually use Apple Pay or debit credit card. I know that's more convenient for everybody. So just for my purposes, I'm going to use Apple Pay. So what do we want to buy? We want to buy some AVAX. The amount that you want to buy, you can click that in here. If I wanted to buy, it looks like the minimum buy is $17. So let's say if I wanted to buy $17 of AVAX. And then I'm going to pay with Apple Pay. I'm going to go ahead and hit done, and I'm going to get the quotes, because what it's going to do is going to give you some quotes on how much AVAX you could get for the $17. So I'm going to go ahead and put get quotes here. Once I get quotes, it's going to tell me that the newest quote that it has in here is that for $17, I could get $14.09 of AVAX. Okay. So we're paying about $3 in fees on this, a little less than $3 about in fees there. So we want to keep that in mind when we're purchasing. Okay. Now, every few seconds, it's going to refresh the quote to give you the latest quote that there is. Now, what you want to do is you want to check and see how much this actually is, right? So it's going to give you, this is $14.09. We know how much that is, so we know what fees we're going to get, right? So you just see if that's going to be suitable for you. Now, that's if you're going to buy it. You'll go ahead and click, you're going to continue to Ramp Network or whatever network that you're going to be purchasing that through, and they're going to send that AVAX right over to your wallet. All right. So just keep that in mind as well. Now, some of you all may be saying, I don't want to buy it with your debit card, credit card, or anywhere like that. Or maybe you just want to swap out some other crypto that you have. Maybe you have some Bitcoin or some USDT that you would like to swap for some AVAX. Well, of course, with this being a new wallet, you don't have any of that in this wallet. A way that you can actually go in and do that is with Simple Swap, and I'm going to share that with you as well, how you can easily do this through Simple Swap. You don't even have to create an account. So let me show you how this is done on Simple Swap. So just in case you have some USDT, let's say if you had some USDT TRC20 that you would love to swap out for some AVAX. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. I'm going to go to simpleswap.io. This is just a website right here. It's going to come straight up to this screen. It's going to ask you what currency do you want to swap out and what currency do you want to swap for. So I'm going to put in USDT here. And once I put in USDT, it's going to search, and I'm going to look at the USDT that I want. Now, in this case, I'm looking for USDT TRC20, which is on the TRX network. So if I click on that, then I'll be able to pull that up, and it's going to ask you what crypto do you want to get. And I'm going to put AVAX. So I'm going to go ahead and put AVAX in here. Once I put AVAX in here, it's going to show me AVAX C on the C chain, this is exactly what we need, okay? So we go ahead and put AVAX there, and it's going to tell you how much AVAX you're going to get for your USDT. So let's say if I went to swap out, let's just say $17 of USDT, sort of the same way that we did with buying with a debit card. And I'm going to take this amount and I want to see how much AVAX this is in a dollar amount, right? So let me go in. I'm going to go over to this little Kraken web page right here. As you see, it's Kraken prices / Avalanche. And then I'm going to put this in here and paste the amount in there. It's going to tell me how much AVAX, how much the dollar amount is for AVAX for that. So if I get that amount of AVAX, that means I'm getting $14.45. Okay, so that's what you get. This is actually a little bit better than the one through MetaMask. So this one may be the one that you want to go with because $17 gives you a few more cents than the quote that we were getting on MetaMask. So you could go over here and do this just in case you've never used a platform like SimpleSwap. I want to show you really quickly how you actually do this. All you have to do is if that rate is acceptable for you, you just go ahead and hit exchange. Once you hit exchange, it's going to go to the next page and it's going to ask you what wallet address do you want to have your AVAX sent to. Now, since we just created this wallet that is on our phone, let's go back to the phone. I want to cancel out of this since we're not going to do this transaction right here. So since we're not going to do this transaction, I'm going to cancel out of that. Then I'm going to get my wallet address, which is right here. I'm going to go ahead and get this wallet address right here. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to paste this wallet address right in here. So I paste the wallet address. That's where I want them to send my AVAX on the C chain. And I'm going to go ahead and create exchange. Okay. So once I create the exchange here, there you go. Now, what I'm going to have to do is to go ahead and send the $17 of USDT over to this. So let's just say you had it in your Trust wallet or in your Exodus wallet, whatever wallet that you actually have it in, you would need to either scan this QR code or copy and paste this address because this is where you're going to send the $17 of USDT TRC20. Okay, so you go ahead and send that over. Once it gets it, it's going to say pending deposit. It'll go to confirming it, then it'll go to exchanging it, and then it'll send it over to your wallet. This usually doesn't take very long. It usually happens within 5 to 10 minutes, and this is done right now. Especially when you're using USDT, Avalanche, those blockchains are pretty fast. Okay. So this is how you're actually going to go in and do that. And so once that process is complete, when you go back to your wallet over here, you're going to have some AVAX in your wallet, and then you're going to be ready to rock and roll to go ahead and get signed up. All right, once you purchase some AVAX and you get set up and you have some AVAX showing in your wallet, whether you swapped it out or whether you purchase it with your debit or credit card, Apple Pay or something like that, now you're ready to go and you're ready to sign up with the link from the person who invited you, okay? So what you want to do now is actually go over to the browser within your MetaMask, okay? So you're gonna go over to this little browser icon right here and you're going to click on it. Now, I've already got this in here, but what you're going to do is go to the home screen right here. And once you go to the home screen, it's going to bring up a screen like this. You're going to copy and paste the link from the person who invited you. Now, if they send it to you in a message or you're in their Telegram group, like my group game plan to 100 grand, the link should be in there and accessible for you. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that link in here and I am going to go ahead and hit go. Once I hit go, it's going to bring me up to the screen and it should pop up. I'm going to just give it a second to see if it actually pops up for me. Give me just 1 second. So I'm going to paste it in there just like that. Now, if it doesn't pop up for me, I'll go back to the screen that we are already in that has that in there for me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to that. That's the wrong screen. Let me go back. And I'm going to refresh the screen here. All right, there we go. So I had to go a couple of the steps so I could refresh it just because I already have an account on here. So now when you get to this screen and your wallet is connected, it should say the person that invited you, it should have their activation code in there. Like mine is cryptokinganthony. Whoever the person is who invited you, you should see their activation code in here as well. And now you're going to have to hit save. Now let me tell you this: if you do not have AVAX in your wallet, it's not going to let you save this. You have to have AVAX in your wallet, because in order to transact on the Avalanche blockchain, you have to have some AVAX in your wallet. So I'm going to show you, give you an example of what happens if you do not have AVAX in your wallet. If you hit save here, it should give an error code. I'm just going to see. It's going to pull up this message here, and it said request may not be safe. That's fine. And then you see that it's a fee here. And let's see what happens if we hit confirm. It's saying nope, it's not going to do it, because it said you need 0.00462 AVAX to complete this transaction. So you're actually going to need AVAX in your wallet to complete this transaction. And now that's why it would not go through if you do not have AVAX in your wallet to actually do it. Okay. So I'm going to go back and show you what it looks like when you do have AVAX in your wallet to actually complete this transaction. So I'm going to go ahead and reject this. I'm going to go to my other account, one of my other accounts, and let you see this. All right. So what it's going to look like when it's already done, you see how this says activated. When you click on that, it's going to say activated, and then you'll be able to create your own activation code. Okay. So once you create your activation code, you can type in what you want in there, and you're going to hit save on that as well. Okay. So you're going to be all good to go. Once you do that, you'll be registered with the platform. You'll have your own activation code and everything once you're able to do that part. Now, once you do that, the next step that you're going to want to do is you want to get some USDT AVAX. This is just in my tutorial. That's the step that you need to go to right now, is to get some AVAX USDT. Okay. Now, one of the easiest ways is to go back to the place that we actually got your AVAX from, which is simpleswap.io. I'm just using this during this tutorial. If you have other ways to do it, please feel free to do it any way that you want to. Now, just like before we use USDT TRC20, let's see if you wanted to select USDT TRC20 to swap it out for some USDT on the Avalanche network, then you would just go in here and say that you're going to be using USDT. And then we're going to select the USDT on the Tron network again, if that's what we have. And then what we're going to do is saying that we want to get some USDT as well, but this time we want to get USDT on the Avalanche network. And you're going to see this as AVAX-C right here. So you're going to click on that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click on this. Now, you're probably saying, well, how much USDT do I need to purchase? Well, it depends on how many miners are you going to be buying, how you want to transact. You want to buy a little more than whatever miner you want to buy. So in this scenario, we're just going to use the basic Lenny miner, which is $50. It's very easy for me to compute the math on that, right? So if we're going to do just you want to buy one miner and you want to buy a Lenny at $50, then what you're going to do is make sure you have enough to be able to do that. All right. So let's just say if we go in and we're going to add $75, we're going to swap out for that, right? So let's see how much we're going to get on AVAX if we swap out some USDT on the Tron network. So if I swap out $75, that's going to get me $69 of USDT on the AVAX network. Now, if that's suitable for us, then we'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and exchange here. So we'll go ahead and exchange. And then it's going to ask, where do we want to send the AVAX on the USDT on the AVAX network? So we're going to go back to our wallet, because we're going to go into our wallet to get our wallet address so that we can do that. Okay. So let's go back to our wallet here really quick. And now we're in the GetFit Mining. Let's get out of that. And we're going to go over to the wallet section here. So if we click on the wallet section, it's going to take us back to this in here. Now you will notice that we do not have a token in here that is USDT USDT AVAX. We just have the AVAX. Okay. So we'll have to import the new token. But here's one thing that I will tell you that is the easiest way for me to do it. So if you go in and you decide that, hey, look, let me get my wallet address right here, and you copy it. So we copy the wallet address. I'm going to go ahead and paste that wallet address right in here. So when I paste this wallet address, that's where I want them to send the AVAX USDT, and I'm going to go ahead and click the button to create exchange. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and create the exchange. Once I hit create the exchange, it's going to take me to a page where it's going to request me to send the $75 of USDT TRC20. I'm going to go ahead and send this. I'm either going to scan this QR code with my wallet, whether it's the Exodus wallet or the Trust wallet or whatever wallet that you use or exchange that you're sending the USDT TRC20 from, or you can copy and paste the actual address right here and place that into your wallet and send it to the address. So either way you want to do it. Once you send it, it's going to take a few minutes, and then it's going to go to pending deposit. Then it's going to go to confirming, exchanging, and then it's going to go to sending, and it's going to send it right over to your MetaMask wallet. Okay, so once it sends it over to your MetaMask wallet, you're good to go. It should notify you that you have tokens on the network that you need to import, and it's going to automatically detect and import those tokens. But if it doesn't, what you're going to do is go to import tokens yourself, and you can search different tokens on the network. So you can put in USDT, right? So you can put in USDT, and then you just click on that. That's the one that you want to do. It's on the Avalanche Network, as you can see. You put the check mark beside it. You hit next. And it's going to say, would you like to import this token? You're going to hit import, and it's going to import that token right into your wallet right here, right? So now you have the USDT token. Now, if you have purchased some and you send it over from SimpleSwap, the amount that you have purchased will show in here as well. All right. So now you will have some USDT in your wallet. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back over to one of my other accounts. That way we have some funds in here so that we can look at this, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to look at, and sometimes it will, like if you see I have MoveQuest in here, saying I have 0 MoveQuest. If I actually click on that, it'll tell you that sometimes it's unable to load your MQT balance. Sometimes it does that. Usually what I do is I go in and just refresh it, and then it'll be in there. Don't let that worry you guys too much. It hasn't been really a problem for me. Once I usually refresh it on the network, it'll actually show it in there for me. This time it may take it a little while, but it'll show up eventually. All right. So, and as a matter of fact, I probably could show you guys on one of my other wallets, but we'll just leave that alone for right now. All right. So, but it'll be all right. So let me go back to this, not get distracted. All right. So now that we have this going on, we're going to go back to the browser right here. Right. So if you go back over to the browser, the next step, as you see here, is to buy MQT. But the only way to buy MQT is with USDT on the AVAX network. So now that we have that taken care of, we're going to click that button for buy MQT. When we click that button, it should take us over to Uniswap. This is the only place that you could get the MQT token, right? Is on Uniswap. I want you guys to know that, right? So you can go on Uniswap and you can actually purchase this. And all you got to do is at the bottom, you see where it says buy, sell, or send. Now, I'm not using the app. I'm actually using the web version here. And so if you go in and hit buy, it's going to let you do that. Now it's going to give you this warning about the token and all of that type of stuff. So you just go ahead and accept, say, I understand. Now this is going to give you the MoveQuest token, but it's going to allow you to select the token that you want to swap out for MoveQuest. Now currently MoveQuest is paired with the AVAX tether, right? So let's go ahead. Let's use this tether. So we're just going to click on that. That's going to be the tether AVAX that we just purchased. And you're going to be able to swap out the amount that you want, right? So now, as you guys can see, it's showing my balance of MQT in there now. It's saying I have a balance of 5.06 MQT in my wallet, right? Now, what you're going to want to do in here is you're going to sell some of your USDT for some MQT. So let's just say, I know we said 75. I don't have that in my wallet, so it'll throw an error if I try to do that. So you would type in that amount that you wanted to swap. If it was 75 or 69 or whatever that number was that you wanted to swap out for MQT, then you would do that in here. But being that I don't have that amount of USDT in my wallet at this moment, I'm going to just type in amount of $10. Okay, so if I put $10 in here and it said I'm going to get 0.1048 MQT for my $10. Now, what I'll do that's acceptable for me, then I'm going to go ahead and hit swap. Once I hit swap, it's going to swap it out and it's going to swap from USDT in my wallet. It'll take it away from that balance and add it to my MQT balance. And then I'll have MQT in my wallet, right? Now that I have MQT, once I have MQT in my wallet, then I can go back and what I can do is now purchase. I can actually go in and purchase my Lenny miner that I want to purchase. All right, so let me go back really quick. I'm going to go here. And the next step right here would be to purchase your Lenny miner. Okay. Now, if I go in, you see where it says Lenny miner is $50, which it would be 0.5221 MQT. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and purchase this, I would click allow. Okay. So if I wanted to go ahead and purchase this Lenny, then I would click allow. Once I click allow, it's going to take it from my balance of MQT and it's going to purchase a Lenny for me. All right. Now, once I purchase the Lenny and go through all the prompts and everything that it does there, then it's going to show that Lenny in my available inventory. So at the bottom where it says no data, right here, it'll show an available inventory there. Now, what it would do is we would have to actually add it to our open dock right here, right? So we have one, you get one free dock to dock your miner. So if we're just buying one, we can place that one in that open dock. Now, when we have this in our inventory, we would click on it and we would say we want to dock it and we would get it docked into there for us. Now, this may be giving me an issue because it should show my miners in here unless I have to switch the account back. There it is. On this account, excuse me, on this account, I have a primary. And so this primary that I have right here is already docked. And this is how yours is going to look after you dock yours as well. So being that I already have one, I can't do this. When I do my wife's account, then I'll go through another video and show you guys that as well. All right. Now, if you were undocking more than one, then you would have to pay to for those to be docked as well. Let me go back and refresh it one more time. Let me see if it pulls up the actual docking slots. There we go. So you would unlock and it tells you the amount that you need to unlock the additional docking slots. If you want to unlock all 7, you could go in and unlock all 7. You have the option to do whatever you would want to with this, right? So that's how you would actually go in and purchase your miners, okay? So you go in and purchase your miners, make sure they're docked. Now, what you want to do is actually in this step right here is add AVAX to your in-app spending wallet for blockchain fees and transactions. So you're going to send a little of your AVAX that you purchased before over into this wallet right here. Now, I'm going to go over that and show you guys how to do that in the GetFit Mining app as well. Okay, so we're going to go over to the GetFit Mining app and do that process also. All right, the next step in the process is to get the GetFit Mining app. Make sure that you are funded in the app in your spending wallet and to make sure that you have your device connected so it can track your activity. All right, so we want to go ahead and do that. Now, if you scroll down, you see that it gives you the option down here for you to get on Google Play to get the app, or you can get on the Apple App Store to actually get the GetFit Mining app. This is where I would go directly and click on the one that's necessary for you. If you're on Apple like me, you're going to go ahead and click the Apple App Store. As you can see right here, it's already on GetFit Mining because of the fact it says open, because of the fact I already downloaded it. If you were brand new to it, it would say download or get, and you would get it and download it, and it would be on your phone. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click on, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and click on open. I apologize, guys. I'm getting over a cold. So that's why you hear me coughing. But I'm going to go ahead and click on open. And now I have this open and you can see the app. You guys see I've been getting busy today, right? Did a lot of activity. But that's not the point of this. Let's not get off track. So I'm going to go into open, and first thing that you're going to need to do is to go ahead and get this set up properly. You're going to have to go ahead and connect your wallet. Okay, so you want to connect your wallet to this. You're going to go ahead and click on this wallet over here, and you should be able to connect your wallet through this thing. If you're not able to do it there, let me show you. I'm going to go in and disconnect my wallet, and then I'm going to connect my wallet back. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go to disconnect wallet. So it disconnected my wallet. Now you see up here where there's no wallet showing in this top corner up here. And so what I'm going to do is go click on that, and it's going to ask me to connect my wallet address. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to MetaMask, and I'm going to get my wallet. I'm going to go to my wallet, and I'm going to copy my wallet address there. Then I'm going to slide back over here, and I'm going to go ahead and paste my wallet address in here. Go ahead, allow paste. And now it linked to my external wallet. Okay, so now you see it's all together and it's linked. Okay, now what we're going to want to do is to fund our internal wallet, right? So if you click on this right here, this is actually your internal spending wallet, and you could copy this address and send some of your AVAX from your MetaMask wallet over to your spending wallet. As you see, I just have a little AVAX in here to cover fees for right now. I probably need to add some more very soon, but I have some AVAX in here, and you can send some over to this wallet to make sure you cover the fees. So there's going to be certain things that you're going to be doing on the network that are going to have fees associated with it. Some of those things are like submitting your activity is going to have a fee with it, and some of the things that you do on the network. So also to add your password security, that's going to need some fees as well. So you're going to if you want to activate your password security, make sure you have some AVAX in your spending wallet. If you don't have enough AVAX in your spending wallet, it will not allow you to go ahead and do whatever transaction you're trying to do. And it'll give you an error code about that. All right. So you definitely want to do that. Now, the next thing you want to do is make sure that your device is synced up with this. So under here, you're going to have the ability to go ahead and authorize your health permissions. In Apple, you need to be connected with Apple Health. In in Androids, I think it's Google Fit or something like that. It's Google Fit that you have to authorize or something of that nature. I'm not very familiar with Androids, but it should be something very similar that you're going to have to authorize, right? So you need to go in and authorize this right here. Okay. Now you're going to have to also select your data source, where you're going to have your data coming from. Mine is coming from my Apple Watch. You see it's Anthony's Apple Watch. That's for my steps, calories, distance, and workouts. And then my data source for my sleep is on my phone. I just find that to be best for me. You can put it for your watch, whatever you want to do, whatever's best for you is what you want to go in and do. Okay. And you can actually go in and, as you can see, you can toggle between these. All right. So that's how you actually going to go ahead and get set up with the app. Now, I do want to let you know, if it's not working for you, one thing that you have to do is you do have to start with test flight first. If you're on Apple, in Apple, you for this iteration of the app, you do have to download test flight first. Now let me go back and see if I can go to the App Store and show you test flight. All right. So I'm going to go back because I have test flight on my phone right now. I might just have to go back out and go to the App Store. So let's do this. So I'm going to go to the App Store, and I'm going to search in here for test flight. So you see it right there. Test flight is going to be this app right here. And you're going to need this if you're going to use the GetFit Mining app right now at its iteration. Now, after it becomes MoveQuest and the rebranding is done, then you will not need to use test flight. You'll be able to go straight to it. So as you see right here in test flight, you see it has GetFit Mining, and it's all good. But you do need, if you're on Apple, you need test flight if you're going to be using the app. So make sure you get test flight as well. I should have said that before, but at least we went over that. Now let me go back. Let me open up the app again and go over a couple of things for you here, so you'll know. Now in here, there are several categories that are being tracked. and that you will have goals for. So the first one, let's go over here, is this is the workout. You want to do 2 hours of workouts a day if you're going to be fully at goal. So that's 2 hours of workout. Now on mine, since I'm tracking with my Apple Watch, I have to start a workout. And that's the only way that it recognizes that I'm working out. I have to start a workout. I start a run, start a high intensity interval training, start weightlifting, whatever it is. You have to start that workout on your watch, and it tracks it once you start it all the way to the end. So that's the workouts. Okay, so you see I did 2 hours and 1 minute of workouts, 1,486 calories were done, and I had to do 4 workouts to actually get that done. Okay, now yours may not be like mine, but it's all good. Now here's the sleep. It tells me the time that I was in bed and the time that I was asleep here. So that's very simple. It tracks that as well. This is my steps. I have 21,511 steps. If I go in here, it tells me my steps and everything that's going on there. The other thing that it is tracking is your calories. You see, I have 4,369 calories there that has been burned. The actual goal is 4,000. Then there is the miles. The mile goal is 10 miles. You see, I have 11.97 miles that I've done today. Then, so those are all the categories that it's going to track for you and how it actually tracks that. So, and the goals for that. So you see that right now. So you can go in and look at that. Now, every day that you do activity, you're going to want to submit your activity, right? So once the day is over, you should see the activity in here. So you see that I had my activity that I submitted for the 9th, the activity I submitted for the 10th. And once the 11th is over, it's not over my time yet. So it's 11:43 right now. We have about 17 minutes before it's over. But a little after the day is over, then you'll see it in here, and it'll be green, and it'll say submit. And then you can go ahead and submit your activity. Now, when you submit your activity, once again, it's going to require some AVAX in your wallet to be able to handle that activity, to be able to do that transaction that reports it to that you have done that activity. Okay. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. Hopefully that has been very helpful about you actually going in and getting your activity submitted as well. And so you can do that. Later, I'll do a video on how to evolve your miners, because you want to take them to a higher level so you can get more reward for your activity. You can go all the way up to Omega. There's a process for that. And you can have all the way up to 7 Omegas in there, in which you can get the highest earning capacity from your activity. So if that's what you want to do, we'll go over all the details of that and everything in the next video. I just didn't want to overcomplicate this video or make it longer than necessary. All right. So hopefully I was able to get you started, get you in the game, and get you going. Be on the lookout for other videos as well, guys. I'm excited about this project. It's growing absolutely phenomenally. We're in the middle of Project 10K. We're going to add 10,000 users to this. If you want to be one of the 10K, go ahead, lock arms with us. Let's make this thing happen. Let's take it all the way through the roof, and let's do something amazing. Okay. As always, you know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to invest wisely. We're going to invest well. We will only invest what we're willing to lose, but we're investing for the opportunity to win. Until the next video, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day, and I am out. Peace.